Welcome, viewers, to the mystical white deer, unveiling the secrets of albino deer. Have you ever caught a glimpse of something pure white darting through the woods like a ghost in the daylight? That's the allure of the albino deer, a creature so rare and beautiful that it seems straight out of a fairy tale. In this exploration, we'll dive deep into their world, from the genetic quirks that make them white to their habitats, behaviors, and the myths that surround them. We'll also discuss the challenges they face and how we can help protect these enchanting animals. Albino deer aren't just white versions of regular deer, they're a testament to nature's diversity and fragility. Occurring in about 1 in 20,000 to 30,000 births, true albinism results from a recessive genetic mutation that prevents the production of melanin, the pigment responsible for color in skin, hair, and eyes. This leaves them with snowy white fur, pink noses, hooves, and eyes that appear reddish due to visible blood vessels. But beware, not all white deer are albino. Some are leucistic, with partial pigmentation loss, or piebald, with patchy white spots. True albinos are the rarest of all. Throughout history, these white deer have inspired awe and legend. In Native American folklore, they're seen as sacred messengers or omens of good fortune. In European tales, they symbolize purity and magic, much like the white stag in Arthurian legends. Even today, sightings go viral on social media, captivating millions. But behind the beauty lies a story of survival against the odds. Stick with us as we uncover the facts, backed by science and real-world observations. Biology and genetics of albino deer. Let's start with the science. What makes an albino deer albino? It all boils down to genetics. Albinism is an inherited condition caused by mutations in genes like TYR, which is involved in melanin production. Melanin isn't just for color. It protects against UV rays and helps with vision. Without it, albino deer have poor sighting, making them more vulnerable. In white-tailed deer, the most common species for albinism in North America, the trait is recessive. Both parents must carry the gene for an offspring to be albino. Interestingly, albino does, female deer, can give birth to brown fawns if mated with a non-carrier buck. Studies from places like the Seneca Army Depot in New York, home to a protected herd of white deer, show that in enclosed areas, the gene can become more prevalent, up to 1 in 100 births. But albinism isn't limited to whitetails. It occurs in mule deer, elk, moose, and even reindeer in places like Scandinavia or Siberia. In Asia, Sika deer have been documented with albinism, and in South America, rare cases in marsh deer. Biologically, these deer are identical to their pigmented kin in size and structure. Adults can weigh 100 to 300 pounds, with antlers on males that grow and shed annually. One fascinating aspect is their sensory adaptations. With reduced vision, they rely more on hearing and smell. Their pink eyes are sensitive to light, so they often forage at dawn or dusk. Research from the National Geographic Society highlights how albinism affects not just deer, but many animals, from squirrels to whales, emphasizing biodiversity. However, this lack of camouflage is a double sword. In the wild, albino deer stand out like beacons to predators, such as wolves, coyotes, or even humans. Survival rates are low. Many don't make it past their first year. Yet in protected areas, they thrive, proving nature's resilience. Habitat and distribution. Where do these ghostly deer roam? Albino deer aren't tied to specific habitats, but appear wherever their species live. In North America, whitetail albinos are spotted in the eastern U.S., from the Blue Ridge Mountains to the Midwest forests. Places like Wisconsin and Michigan have laws protecting them from hunting, recognizing their rarity. In Europe, white red deer or fallow deer appear in woodlands, with folklore from the UK and Germany portraying them as enchanted. In Asia, albino sambar or axis deer hide in tropical jungles, though sightings are scarce due to dense vegetation. Even in the Amazon, as noted in Frontiers for Young Minds, albino deer in conservation areas battle deforestation. These deer prefer mixed habitats, forests for cover, meadows for grazing, and water sources nearby. But their white coat makes snowy winters their best camouflage. Think of a white deer blending into a blizzard in Yakutia, Russia. In summer, however, they're glaringly obvious, limiting their range to denser woods. Climate change impacts them too. Warmer temperatures and habitat fragmentation force deer into human areas, increasing roadkill risks. Protected sites like the Seneca White Deer Herd demonstrate how fenced reserves can boost populations, turning former military depots into sanctuaries. Global distribution is spotty, but citizen science apps and trail cams capture more sightings yearly. From the US to Brazil, these deer remind us of nature's surprises in unexpected places. Behavior and adaptations. How do albino deer behave in the wild? Much like their brown counterparts, with clever twists for survival. They're herbivorous, munching on grasses, leaves, acorns, and twigs, up to 10 pounds a day. Socially, they form small herds, especially does with fawns, while bucks are more solitary except during mating season. The rut, or breeding period, is dramatic. Albino bucks grow antlers just like others, using them to spar for mates. But their visibility makes them cautious. They move less during daylight, relying on acute senses. Poor vision? No problem. Their ears swivel 180 degrees, and noses detect scents miles away. Adaptations include seasonal behaviors. In winter, they yard up in groups for warmth, their white fur providing rare camouflage in snow. Mothers are fiercely protective, hiding fawns in thickets. Lifespan? In the wild, 5 to 10 years due to vulnerabilities. In captivity, up to 20. Fascinatingly, albino deer sometimes integrate with normal herds, gaining protection through numbers. Observations from the Nature Conservancy show they learn to avoid open areas, sticking to shadows. Yet curiosity draws them out. Viral videos capture them grazing near roads, enchanting onlookers. Myths, legends, and cultural significance. Beyond science, albino deer weave into human culture. In Celtic myths, the white stag leads heroes to otherworldly realms. Native American tribes like the Seneca view them as spirit animals, symbols of peace and purity, hence the protected white deer herd named after them. In Asian folklore, white deer represent longevity and good luck, appearing in Chinese and Japanese tales. Even in modern pop culture, they inspire books, films, and games, like the White Hart in Game of Thrones. These legends stem from their rarity. A sighting feels magical, but myths also protect them. Many cultures ban hunting white animals, seeing it as bad omen. Today, they symbolize environmental awareness, urging us to preserve biodiversity. Threats and conservation. Sadly, albino deer face steep odds. Predators spot them easily, and health issues like sunburn or eye problems shorten lives. Human threats include hunting, though banned in places like Illinois, and habitat destruction from urbanization. Conservation shines hope. Groups like the Nature Conservancy and local wildlife agencies create sanctuaries. Public education reduces poaching, and genetic studies help track populations. You can help. Support parks, report sightings, and advocate for habitat protection. With effort, these rare beauties can endure. As we wrap up, remember, albino deer aren't just anomalies, they're symbols of nature's wonder and fragility. From their genetic secrets to cultural lore, they teach us to cherish diversity. Thank you for watching. Like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more. What's your favorite rare animal? See you in the wild.